Hi everybody, welcome to Friendship Shaving. It's good to be here. I hope you've had a good week so far. I've got a great razor to show you today. It is the Blackland Dart, and you can see it is a lovely looking razor. It is solid 303 stainless steel, produced in the United States in Ohio, and we'll be getting to grips with that in just a little while. I've got a shaving soap that I haven't used for a while that I enjoy very much. It is my Cella. And today I'm going to use a Persona Platinum blade. Platinum and chrome coated blade. And I've already prepared my face today with a little bit of Nivea Men Original Face Wash. There's a slightly menthol feel to that, and of course I've got my Proraso White pre-shave on as per usual. Now I need to say that the Blackland Dart was passed along to me by my good friend Paul. Thank you, sir, you're an absolute legend. I have been enjoying this razor, but it has been a challenge to say the least. More about that as we go along. It retails at 99 American dollars, and it is the cheapest so far of the Blackland razors. The Blackland Blackbird and the Blackland Sabre Gem both retail at 185 American dollars. So I guess you could say that this was their budget version, although it doesn't feel like that at all. The finish is very nice indeed, except there are a few little machine marks, and I'll show you those now. They are hidden away on the underside of the guard. So there you can see, and also in the centre line of the head cap. So nothing very much at all there to worry about, and certainly when the razor is put together you can't see those machine marks at all. For the price point, I think it's excellent. Good value for a stainless steel razor, because they do tend to be very expensive, of course, you know. There's no blade sticking out the end of the cap, which is really nice. The handle is absolutely beautiful. You can see that it's got quite deep knurling on it. It feels very comfortable, this razor. It is not too heavy for me like some of the stainless steel razors are. This is a nice fit to my hand, and it is beautifully weighted. Now, I've forgotten to say that I'm going to be using my True Fit & Hill Traveller silver tip brush for today's shave, and I'm going to load straight from the tub. And while I'm doing that, I'll tell you that the Blackland company was set up in 2015 by Shane Swartzlander and Marissa Hawkins, and Blackland is a loose German translation of Shane's surname. So I've been going 3 years now, and to date have the 3 razors. This one is described as having just the right amount of blade feel, while being a comfortable daily driver. It is exceptionally close and gives a consistent shave. Now, that part is certainly true. It is exceptionally close. It does give a consistent shave, but I don't think it's a comfortable daily driver at all. Certainly not for me. And if you have sensitive skin, you may want to keep away from this razor altogether, because it is aggressive. Now let's get this soap on. Oh, I haven't used Cella for ages. I love Cella. Look at that, straight from the tub. It's great, isn't it? I'm just going to add a little drop of water to that, not much at all. There we are. Now let's get started. I've got a couple of days worth of growth, and it's going to go right through that, let me tell you. It is recommended that the angle is 30 degrees, the optimum shaving angle. It feels to me to be a slightly odd angle, but once you get it, you certainly know you've got the right angle. It does feel comfortable on this part of my face. It is a very close shave. It's these parts around here where it starts to get a little bit uncomfortable for me, and I've been getting really sore on my neck. On the Blackland website, it gives an aggressiveness rating of 6 out of 10, and so it gives really, what would you say, a mild aggressive rating, perhaps moderately aggressive, but I would say it really is quite aggressive. More aggressive than my Muller R41, that's for definite. I'm finding it to be a little bit of a strange razor, to be honest. And as I've just said, in that it feels quite comfortable. But it's just leaving me a little bit sore afterwards with that aggressiveness, and I can feel already that part of my neck there is a little bit sore. So personally for me, I couldn't use this as a daily driver. You might be able to, you might really enjoy an aggressive razor. And of course, when I'm talking about the R41, I'm talking about the 2013 version. I have not tried the 2011 version of the R41. This Persona blade is very nice in it, I must say. So that's my first pass, and I really feel like I've had a close shave already just on the first pass. It's really close. Let me tell you, it's close. You know, you could get away with that in the morning, or I could, you know, if I was going to work. I've just shaved off 2 days of growth, and there's really only a little bit there. You know, a little bit here and there. Obviously I could do with going against the grain on my neck. So it certainly is a very effective razor, and for that reason I have enjoyed it, and I've enjoyed the challenge of it, trying to get that optimum shave and ease off on the aggressiveness a little bit. For a large part I have managed that, but it just keeps catching these areas of my neck. And the day before yesterday, or the last time I shaved with it, I shaved in a slightly different direction down here, and it just made me so sore. So it's perhaps not the razor to experiment with. I'm getting a nice bit of soap on here for the second pass. You know, when you think about lathering up and putting soap on your face, there's always a lot of soap, isn't there, when you're preparing for the first pass. And of course that's when you want all your cushion. With the second pass there's not so much soap, but I find it tends to be a little bit slicker. There we are, let me just give that a quick rinse. I'll give that a proper wash in a moment, but I'll just pop it there so you can see it. Now the razor itself, I tell you what, I love the look of it, I must say. This handle is a beauty, and it is a really nicely balanced razor. The handle is 92mm long. It is just a touch over 3.5 inches, so it's 3.6 inches. It's a very nice size for me, I like it. Yeah, very nice. The razor itself weighs in at 99.5 grams. Now this is where I'm being really careful. The handle comes in at 70.5 grams, and of course that leaves the head at 29 grams. So it is quite a nicely weighted razor for me. It's not too heavy. And you can certainly hear when you're picking up those hairs and it's just mowing through them. The tolerances are all very tight, it fits together beautifully. I'm just going with the grain on these two areas. They're my problem areas. And there's no way I'm going across or against the grain down there. It can snag you, this razor, on occasion. I've caught myself with it once or twice. I do find with it being such a close shave that I tend to get pimples more often than I do with a less aggressive razor. So for myself, I'm finding it really pays not to overshave an area. And there we are, that is my second pass. Just the chin area there. There we go, that's it. There we are, the Blackland Dart, and I have thoroughly enjoyed using this razor despite its aggressiveness. As I said, it is a little bit of a challenge for me. You can tell that I was concentrating on my second pass there. I've got a heck of a close shave, I can feel it. Oh, it really is a close shave. I keep just missing that little bit area there, but you know, we're talking super minute. I'm going to have to work out which way the hair grows properly there. I think I've got like a little crown there. Anyway, now I've broken my alum block, so what I've done is I've put a couple of bits in my bowl and I've got some water in there. So I'm just going to use that water because of course the alum will be dissolving in the water. I dropped it on the floor and it smashed to bits. So I'll definitely have to get another bit of alum. Now I'll tell you, that's about the best shave that I've had from the Blackland Dart. I am stinging down here and a little bit here, as I said earlier. It's not excessive this time. It certainly was the first time that I used it. It was excessive, but I've worked on getting that angle right. But as I say, I could not use this as my daily razor. Perhaps if you shave every few days, it might be a great razor for you. Or if you have really tough skin or tough bristles, I think it would be fantastic. If you've got really sensitive skin and you like a mild razor, I don't think this will suit you at all. That's my opinion. It comes in at a 6 out of 10 on their website for aggressiveness. I would put it up to an 8 or a 9 even out of 10. I really think it's that aggressive. But of course your mileage may vary. What it does give it is a superbly close shave. All in all, there's a lot to like about it. The price is good. The price is a good price. Those little machine markings aside, I think you're getting quite a lot for your money compared to the price of other stainless steel razors. It does recommend, just a word of note, that you loosen the head cap so the blade is loose in between shaves to avoid the razor being stained. So just something to bear in mind. Today I'm going to use my sensitive cooling post-shave balm by Nivea for Men because I've had a close shave. You know, I definitely think with this razor, I've been using it for probably nearly a fortnight now, and as I say, I haven't used it every day. But it has taken me a while to get used to it. It's taken me that long to get the shave that I've got today. And I have got the best shave today that I've had with this razor. What I mean by the best shave I've had, I don't mean in terms of the amount of hair that it's removed, although, you know, that's always been pretty good. I mean, that is super smooth. But what I mean by the best shave is the least amount of burn. You know, it's not too bad at all today, I'll be honest with you. So perhaps in time it is something that I would become accustomed to, but it is an aggressive razor. Let's not have any disillusions about that. So that is my shave for another week. Now next week I'll have the giveaway for the Gillette Tech that I've got up here on the windowsill. You can see that in last week's shave, and I'll also be shaving with a much milder razor. I'll be shaving with my Calypso. I'm looking forward to that very much. So I hope you've enjoyed the shave. You take care of yourselves, have a good weekend whatever you're doing, and I'll see you next time around. All the very best. Take care.